Hot matters. Hot matters. Hot matters.
Now, welcome back, viewers back at home. Now, before we went on a break, we were talking about the issue at hand, and that is the how of dating. Now, in case you are joining us, and of course, in case you have forgotten about our social media handles, contact us on our Facebook page, that is Heart Matters, and of course, follow us on our Twitter handle, Heart Matters TV. Now, we are going actually to ensure that we answer you in any way whatsoever. So interact with us, talk to us, tell us what you think about the show.
Absolutely.
Tell us what you think about today's topic.
Yes.
All right. So
our hashtag is Ask Me Out. You know, I listened to this Nonini song. Do you know it? Hey, Kenyans. Huh? Leo niko kwa keja, sitoki hapa.
Kwa hivyo ukitaka.
What an awkward way to ask a girl out. Kwa hivyo ukitaka.
You know, that is why I was saying this.
Why can't you just be like John Legend?
All of me.
All of me loves all of you.
But you see, that is so...
Why can't he just start by appreciating who I am, rather than asking me, ako kwa keja, nikitaka, niende.
Go and get it. But that goes both ways. Now, who's the culprit? The guys or the ladies? Who is inviting the other to the house?
This guy is just in the house, just kujinais tu.
Kujinais.
Me nikitaka niende.
All right. Madam Grace.
Yes.
Do you think that is true? Who are the most culprits when it comes to inviting the other person to the house? Because personally, from experience, the ladies are the ones that go ahead and invite the guys to their own homes. That is where we are headed to, like I was saying. So what do you think is the problem with that?
Well, in the first place, I'm wondering, why are you inviting me to your house? Why don't you take me out?
Because that is what we call dates.
But why should I have a date in your house? Is it that you don't have money to buy me coffee?
Why do you even demand?
Am I that cheap?
Precisely.
Can you imagine?
So, if that is the case, then I think if a man is really interested in you, let him take you out. Let him show. Ajitokeze kama mwanaume. Let him take you out and buy you something and make you feel special. Because for us women, we want to feel special.
Yes, make me feel nice.
You want me to feel nice. You want me to feel that I'm appreciated.
Of course.
Yes, so you don't invite me to your keja, then you give me skuma wiki and ugali. Am I worth that skuma wiki?
And
no.
actually he tells you, leo niko kwa keja. Kesho haujui kwa
Na ukuje upike hiyo skuma wiki.
Imagine.
Kwa keja. Please.
Mom.
I think I'm seeing some desperation here. This is a person who has seen me as a very desperate person.
Yes.
So it's like, if I feel like,
You come.
you go.
Oh, come, just come.
He's actually demanding that you go. You know, what's wrong with Kenyan men?
And that brings us actually to the point of us Africans being reserved. Are we really that reserved in terms of, for example, on your first dates? How open, like you had earlier mentioned, should one person be? I mean, for the ladies, are you supposed to like spill it all out? Try as much as possible to make your spouse like you? Is that how it's supposed to be done or to go?
One thing I have learned over the years is that men love adventure. And so when you spill out everything, there is nothing more to look forward to next time.
Yes.
So you give him a little, and then let him come after you again, so that you can go on another date and you give a little more. So you can't come and spill everything, because if you do that, then what are we talking about next time? Next time we'll be talking about the moon. Did you remember about that assignment?
Yes.
And there'll be nothing interesting but
to talk about.
A relationship should be sweet, where it's one layer at a time.
Yes.
I want to know you. If a man came and told me everything about himself, I would be scared.
How much then should he give?
How much, yeah.
Just a little to know that we are going somewhere. I want to know, who are you? But not who are you in totality, so that I look forward to next time, but what do you do? Of course I know your name, but what do you do? What do you like?
Yes.
When the tea is brought, do you like ginger tea or do you like, lemongrass? Just those little things that somebody can, you get to know somebody just little by little.
Absolutely.
But you don't start telling me about your heartaches on the first date.
And your many girlfriends.
And my many girlfriends, and when I was growing up, this was what happened. And the guy will say, no, give me a break. Because remember, it's not a therapy session.
It is not.
It's a date.
It is not an
It's a
interview.
social session.
Yes.
I mean, it's not an interview, actually.
It's not an interview. Mom, Mrs. Mushiri, I'm just worried or just concerned how much this has changed over the years. Now, the girls and the guys of today have these gadgets. So even when you meet at a table in Java or whatever, he already has said it all on Facebook.
On Facebook.
He has already said it all on Instagram or on Twitter.
So you already know part of that person's
You get to
life
Java and you have nothing to
to say.
Yes.
So you end up talking about the weather, your school.
Yes.
Nothing more.
No, I think even if you have been communicating through Facebook, WhatsApp, and all these other social media, we assume that you have not met. You are meeting for the first time. And the way you have been talking, it's like it's one way. So you are saying that a lady should not talk too much about herself. So what about the man? It should be two-way. I'm here. It's not a must that now that you have invited me, I should say yes, and I should present myself like that angel. I think I should present myself as a very composed person, and again, I should be in charge.
Yes.
I'm talking about myself. You're talking about yourself. Then I'm weighing, am I comfortable? Then again, even if you have been chatting, the moment you meet with that person, I'm looking at you, the way you are smiling, the way you are talking, the way you are reacting, things that I could not see through the Facebook and all that.
Yes.
So I think we only need to be, when you're going for a date, you need to be yourself. And again, you should not, present yourself as a very desperate person, that it must work.
Two things. Earlier on this show, the girls in this audience told us what kind of men they would have to take out. And some of them were like, they should have a wide chest, I'm not sure what quality of fingers and all that. On this first date, how do we balance between fetish and the reality in front of you? Yes, he has good looks, and then you find...
What should you look for in your partner? The person
in
that
that first date, yes.
On the very first date.
For me, what I would say, and I think it really works, it's good, fine to be next to a person who really looks good and, someone who can be respected, someone who has money and all that.
Ooh.
But you should know that
Money.
Someone who has money.
Of course, a person who can
pay the bill.
Pay the bill, and again, make life.
So does that mean?
We need money.
Does that mean that when a guy is poor, all hell on him?
Poor guy, you won't get a date.
So if you don't have any money, you don't get anything. You don't get the girl. You don't get to eat. I mean, you better still just die.
I think honesty here applies a lot.
Honesty.
If I want to take you out and I don't have that money, let me be honest enough to say, hey, I don't have that money today, but would you mind?
To
you see,
take
I would really honor that man because he's been very honest from the beginning.
From the beginning.
Of course, if he makes it a habit, then there is a problem.
So you don't have to indebt yourself on your first date. Then you have a loan to pay for the next 3 years just because you want to take the girl out.
All right. All that because it's actually getting kind of hot in this segment. But right about now, I want to at least give the audience a chance to tell us what they think about this issue at hand. And I believe we have one person who's going to volunteer. Have you ever had an awkward moment in your first date?
Not really.
You
Wow,
have never
it's
had
always
an
been
awkward moment?
Smooth.
Not really.
Okay. Wow, he's never had an awkward moment.
Yeah.
Why so? Because most of these first dates have a lot of awkward moments. You don't know what to talk about. You actually don't even know how to tell this guy, girl, I really do like you, and I want to be your girl.
Maybe I think it's because I went for my first date after knowing the person.
How did you know the person?
We met through a friend. We went for a comedy night. That is
Here,
in KU.
KU.
Yeah, just in
Hey,
KU.
it sounds like. Yes?
Yeah, so I knew her through the friend. They were in the same group. So we knew each other for the whole semester.
And she knew how you felt about her.
Yeah.
How did you let her know that?
We started by chatting.
On WhatsApp?
No, just through text. Yeah. It was just through the text.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then?
So how was the experience? How was the first date experience? Did you like it? Did you love it?
Yeah,
Were you
yeah.
intimidated at all by the lady?
Not really. I loved it.
You loved it.
Actually.
So you also believe in love at first sight?
I believe, totally. Because it was my first time and I loved it.
Have you heard from that fella, ladies? Huh? That is the kind of guy that you should go after.
I think so.
Guys who believe in love.
No.
No, I'm already loved.
You already loved?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Is she the same girl?
Yeah, she's here.
So what do you do? What did you do actually on that first? Hi,
Pardon?
how are you? What did you do on that first date, and how did that now span out to a second date and a third one?
We organized and went out for lunch at a certain hotel in town.
All right.
The Peach. Yeah, it's called the Peach Hotel. Yeah, we just went for lunch. After that, we had some moments at Uhuru Park. Then we came back in the evening.
You see, si kwa keja tu. Kuna
Si kwa
Uhuru
keja.
Park. Sio? Get out there. I think that's what our young people are actually missing.
Yes.
Because they think that the girl has actually to come and watch a movie. It's like there's no other movie, the movie center somewhere. It has to be watched in their house. And I think the young people are actually running out of activities on what to do when they are out of a date. And that's why they are resorting to sex. Yeah? They're resorting to moving in and trying it out because they really don't have another option. I don't know what kind of activities at your time you engaged in that really kept you going.
Oh, I remember when we had our first outing with my husband now. It was a time when we were I was scared because I didn't know if this guy now, it was like an interview. I didn't know how to present myself. I didn't know what do I tell him. Will he like me? Will he not like me? Yet I liked him. But I remember some of the things that we did together. Of course, we had coffee together.
Yes.
Because we were both working, so we would meet in the evening, then go for coffee together. But I remember the days when he would take me to Uhuru Park. When Uhuru Park was Uhuru Park. And there was boat rowing. I don't know if they still boat rowing
I
there.
think they still do.
It actually does happen.
And we'd eat chips and coleslaw.
Oh, no.
You know, so we would go to Uhuru Park and, that's a place where you can just sit on the grass and have some fun together,
Yes.
Just talk about many things.
Yes.
You know.
On your very first one,
Yes.
what were your expectations from the guy?
Well, I did not expect him to propose to me on the
On the
first
first
date.
one.
I didn't. I just wanted to get to know him. So what I was expecting was a man who would not touch me because I respected myself. I did not want to be touched. Though at that time, of course, chemistry is working.
It's working.
Of course.
Yes.
But you're really trying to restrain from that. You're saying, "Ay, apana," because you know that touch will end up somewhere, and you will want more of it.
Yes.
So I had told myself, I don't want to be touched. I just want a man who is going to talk to me, and I want to know him. I want a friend.
Yes.
More than anything else, I want a friend.
A friend in this person.
Yes.
We are going on a short break, and when we come back, we are going to unpack some of those awkward moments when are your expectations met and when they are not met, right after the break.
Hot matters.